What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7 and we're going to be talking about Covenant bookmarks. Now we need these to get the latest, the greatest, the newest hero. Well, they're new and sometimes they're not great, but we want to be able to get all the heroes that we need in order to succeed in the game. Whether that's going through PvE and conquering Abyss, whether that's doing all of your hunts and getting your one-shots, or whether that's going into PvP and making sure that you can counter the meta that's currently available. So, we're going to talk about where to get them, how to get them, and just how much they cost on a budget. The first and the most obvious way to get bookmarks is through your daily check-in rewards. Every single month, as you log in, they will give you Covenant bookmarks, and you can also see some Mystic bookmarks in here. Now, each summon is 5 bookmarks, and so we're only getting 20 or 4 summons. But they also give you Mystic bookmarks, which are very difficult to get, and so this is an important place to get them without spending anything, just by logging in and playing the game. Next, we have our special side story and events. Now, in this event, at this time, is Kiss of Frost, and we can see that they give us 10 more bookmarks for our reputation, and we're also able to buy bookmarks with the currency, and here we have 15. So this gives us an additional 25 to the 20 we already have, or, at this time, about 45 bookmarks. Now, one of the less obvious places that we have is during our hunt. So as you're doing these hunts, there's a list of rewards, and if you scroll down, you can see that Mystic bookmarks, Covenant bookmarks, skystones, and dust, and energy are available, diluting our pool when really all we're trying to do is get gear. Now this is a negligible amount. They only drop 1 bookmark at a time, and it's really not to be used for a really relevant, valid source to get heroes. This is just something that comes once in a while as we're farming, and it drops instead of our equipment. As we can see from our picture here, we need 120 summons in order to guarantee the hero that we want. Now we only get 20 from our daily logins on a monthly basis, right? And there's 2 events a month, which is an extra 50. So we can only really count on 95 Covenant bookmarks per month. What we need is 120 summons. So this is going to be a lot more than 95. If we have 100 times 5, then that's going to be 500 times 20. That is going to be an additional 100. So now we need 600 bookmarks, and they only give us 95. So the only other place to go is to buy them in the shop. Going into our normal shop, we can see that 50 Covenant bookmarks, or about 10 summons, is 950. Now we get a 100 through our events and through our other means. Maybe we get 5 or 6 off punts. So we need to have 500 bookmarks or 10 purchases, and that was going to cost us 9,500. It's a lot. It's a lot when you're trying to collect all the heroes, when there's a total amount that you need, and you're new, you don't have a lot of the limited, and you really need to stockpile, right? You're seeing these guys in arena, they're probably wrecking your face, so we need to try and find a way to get these bookmarks. And what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the Garo shop for answers. We're going to refresh, and we're going to see what that brings us. For those of you who have never done this, or for people who just are new to the game, Garo is this red guy right up here. Now he wants to do some shady business, and that is, don't tell me because I don't want to testify. But what you should be doing is leveling up the secret shop as you are able to, up to the max level. As you level up, the percentages of your drops will change, and you can view all those drops here. What we want is our currency drop. This is going to give us our bookmarks. This is going to give us our mystic metals, and that's really what we're after. On occasion, we will get equipment, and that's just fine. Getting equipment is good, except that we're going to ignore it unless it's an epic level equipment with no flat stats. And that means that it's going to be red, right? So, how does this work?
Whichever you prefer.
We're going to be clicking the refresh button, and we are going to be scrolling and trying to see if we get any kind of currency here. And there we go. So I think that was four summons, and we have our covenant bookmark, and we're going to buy it. Now, if you get the bookmarks in the shop, then they are 95 skystones for 5 covenant bookmarks.
Come and take a look.
And what that means is that we have 3 skystones to refresh, so we must get a covenant bookmark every 32 or so refreshes to have a better deal than buying them in the shop. This one took 4, so we saved a whole bunch, right? 4 is 12, so we saved 83 skystones just now by refreshing the shop.
Whichever you prefer.
Now, they can have a lot of good stuff, right? We can get mystic metals. We can also get our bookmarks and mystic metals at the same time. But you can't get more than one mystic or more than one covenant at the same time. So here we go, mystic metals. That only took, 2 or 3 more summons? And we're definitely going to buy these. Now, the mystic metals are very important because these allow you to get your moonlight heroes from the mystic shop, and you need 10,000 to do 200 summons and pity that moonlight hero that you really want. There's not a lot of ways to get mystic metals. As you had seen, they have some from the check-in, and they also have some that you get from your guild war. You can buy them in the guild shop, which I do recommend, especially if you're endgame. Other than that, it's a very limited currency. So we definitely want to see these if we have a chance to purchase them.
Everything comes and goes here. Money.
Now what I'm going to do here
and of course,
is I am going to keep refreshing. We're going to see a whole bunch of refreshes and exactly how many times the bookmarks drop, what the rate is, and is it really any better to be refreshing the shop like this, spending our gold, spending our skystones, or you know what, should maybe we just buy it from the store and call it a day. So stick with me and we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, that was like 45 minutes of clicking. I really wanted to do them all at once. That way we can get a very good picture of exactly how many bookmarks we're going to get and exactly what the cost is. Now we started with 8,675 mystics, and this gave us 300. We also started with 439 covenant bookmarks, and now we have 654, and that's a difference of 215, or about 43 summons. So what did this cost us? It cost us 3,000 skystones. We started with 27,544, and now we have 24,544. So which one is cheaper in the end? Now, if I had bought this many bookmarks, they are about 95 skystones per summon. Doing it through the refresh shop, I only paid 69 skystones for each summon, which gave me a benefit of 26 skystones, okay? So every one of these that I can do, the refreshes, I did not use as much skystones as I would if I had just bought these from the shop, which is really great to save this premium currency. But in the end, it did cost us something. And what did it cost us? About 9.5 million gold. If you have less than 20 million gold, it's probably not a great idea to spend 9 million gold refreshing the shop. But refreshing will give you the bookmarks you need, saving you skystones and giving you mystics so that you can get all the heroes to be successful. Now, some people, they like to have a total amount of gold. They want to hit 1 billion, they want to hit 10 billion. If that's you, then go for it. Do your hunts, sell the gear you don't need, get that gold, and make your dreams happen. For me, I am at a point where I want to get imprints. I'm not really missing any other heroes, so I'm not going through a ton of these bookmarks, and I'm also not going through a ton of gold because I'm not really gearing up a lot of guys anymore, right? I'm only enhancing gear that has a really great gear score. And so my gold is building up, it's just sitting there, it's not being used. This is the way that I'm going to improve my game, refreshing the shop and making sure that I have what I need in order to keep playing the game that I like to play. So the final verdict on the refresh shop is that it's definitely worth it for me and for all endgame players out there, especially if you're free to play. This gives you a way to turn your gold into something else that you can use to improve your game. Now with my skystone savings, I'm buying all of the expedition premium passes and making sure that I get the reforge mats, and so I'm able to continually improve all this gear that I'm upgrading. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video helped you decide whether this is a viable strategy for you so that you can get all the heroes that you need.